Hey there, Steve at My Chief Skills. Thanks for watching. Recently there's been a post on Facebook that I saw where this gentleman was trying to create a roof over this deck that was roughly, say, 2 feet taller than a roof over the main portion of the house. And I believe he was trying to do it with auto roofs. And Chief really has a funky way about approaching this. So I thought I drew this simple little structure, and first thing I'm going to do is build the roof and use auto rebuild roofs. I'm set to use rafters, automatic bird's mouth, etc. Okay, and we get your typical hip roof. So I'm going to click this wall and 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 make them gables. And then the porch roof here, I'm also going to make that a gable. I have auto rebuild on, so it's rebuilding, and I'm getting my gable roofs here. Now, this is the room where we want the roof to be 24 inches roughly higher than this roof. And if you open this with auto rebuild on and you put say plus 24 right here, hit your tab key, then hit OK, you'll see what happens. Chief treats this like an individual room. It puts a little hip right here in a valley and blah, 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 which is what nobody wants. So I'm going to undo that. So there are ways of defeating this, and obviously it's not difficult in a simple little plan, and a more complex plan might be this method I'm going to show may not work. So if we take this wall right here and we break it, I'm going to use the break tool. Okay, so click here, get down here, grab this break line right here. I'm going to pin it so I can do multiple. I'm going to break it there and break it here, and just let me see what this is. So this ceiling is default, and I'm going to hit plus 24, hit tab, and we got the same thing. But if I take this wall that I broke and pull it in past this point right here, you can see Chief built this whole room now correctly. Now here's the catch. You have to turn auto rebuild off. And then if you push this back, boom, it's all fixed and it looks good. Now you can open this room here and you can say no flat ceiling, use soffit for surface or something like that. And when you look at it, you'll have this roof floating above here. Okay, and the roof's all built and it was all done with auto. And on this simple little structure, that works perfectly fine. Okay, and here's the thing: when you're designing a house, it's always in flux, right? So if you have the design kind of down, what I would suggest you do is you draw your exterior walls, isolate rooms that need to be isolated, and then get your platforms right, then build your roof. And that's before you put a lot of interior walls in, because the interior walls can reduce these options right here. So, I mean, if I had an interior wall right here, like right here, my little method may not work the way I thought it should. So, let us set this back to default here. So I'm going to say flat ceiling over and click the little wrench and reset it to default and build the roof. And I'm going to turn auto rebuild back on and we'll get our standard little roof here. So the way I would do this typically is I'd build my roof as much auto as I can. And then what I would do is click here on the build roof tool and turn that off. And then I would highlight these two roofs, use transform replicate, and move it up in the Z24. Okay. And then if I click this valley here and hit my 2 key and hit this roof, it'll join in the proper location. Then I would have to take my line here, hit my 3 key, maybe pick this line up right here, pull this across, do the same here. So if you click here and you get that roof, if you press the tab key, you'll get the next thing in line, which will be the next roof. That's what I did there. And then you just pull this over, and now you've got it. You just have to open this room and say plus 24, right? And not a flat ceiling, use soffit for surface. Okay. And now when we look at it, you should have the same basic result. And that's a mix of using auto and manual. All right. And so that works perfectly fine. There is another way you can use auto. And so let's reset this back. I'm going to pause the video just for a second. Okay. So I've rebuilt this roof back to this, what we had with our basic out of the starting defaults. Okay. And so let's do this again. And let me make sure. I think I have auto rebuild on. I do. So I'm going to open this here and uncheck flat ceiling, use soffit for surface, and say plus 24, hit my tab key. And we're going to get this little valley thing back here. So again, you could break this wall. I'm going to go Command B or Control B and break those right there and make this a gable. And you'll see now you've got a gable here. And you still get this valley. So I hit delete and I have to turn auto off. But now I can take this line right here and hit the 2 key and join it to there. So hit the 2 key and join it to there. So that's a mix of using the tools in auto and then switching to manual. The thing is, once you switch to manual, you're in manual. You can't go back because this will rebuild again as it was. So if you go to here and you go auto rebuild or you hit build roof planes, you can retain automatic roof planes. Okay. So, but look at what it does. It puts these valleys in here no matter what. So, I don't know why it does that. Personally, it's a glitch in Chief, but maybe it's intended to work that way. I'm not sure, but, it is what it is with Chief. You have to kind of, just understand how the software is working and try to figure out things that you can do to make things go the way you want them. So, and just so you know, I put this little icon on my toolbar just for this video so I could quickly get to the auto rebuild roof, the build roof tool. Instead of going up here to the little roof and then double clicking roof planes, I can just do this. So, and I got, this is, customizing a toolbar right here. This is one of my custom toolbars. So, thanks for watching. Always check out my website, www.mychiefskills.com. I offer lessons one-on-one via Zoom. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks. See you next time.